All right. So now we're at 13.2, work together. Says calculate the federal unemployment taxable earnings. We're using the $7,000 max federal unemployment, the FUTA tax base. All earnings from $0 up to 7,000 will be subject to federal unemployment taxable earnings. Anything over that is no longer subject to it. We have column here that says prior accumulated earnings. You already see that this one's over 7,000, right? Just by looking at it, so you know this is zero, right? Because there's nothing left up to 7,000. And you know this is zero. I might be telling you the wrong way to do it, but once I see zero here, I automatically know it's zero and I'm done with that guy, that worker. Now, how do you get 900 here? It's 7,000 minus 6,100. This is how much is taxable yet for the federal unemployment tax. 7,000 minus 4,380. This is how much is left for this employee. 7,000 minus 6,850. This is all that's left for this employee to get that can be taxed for the unemployment tax. Their earnings currently for column 4 are here. If we were to add those numbers up, it's 3,179. Okay. Now, we need to find each employee. So this first employee, what federal unemployment taxable earnings do they have? Well, they have 7,762.50 this pay period. All up to 900 is taxable. So this is below that number, correct? So all of his money, this person's money, this employer's money is taxable for federal unemployment. You understand why? Because it's below the 900 left out of that 7,000, right? You understand why we put zero here? They've already made over 7,000. Doesn't matter how much money they make now. They're never paying federal. We're not have to pay federal unemployment for this person. Okay. Virginia's, she has 2,000 left. She made 527. So we write 527 in. That is well below this amount. Now we can't put all 849.50 in here because only 150 of this amount is taxable under the federal unemployment line, 7,000. So what we'll do, since this is greater than the earnings that is left, we are only being taxed to 7,000. How much money is it until 7,000 for this employee? 150. So then we add these three numbers up and we get 1,439.50. And this number is what we will put through the federal unemployment, state unemployment numbers. Okay. Do you have any questions at all about how we got number 5, this column 5's numbers? You all right with it? We do it right? Okay. Calculate payroll taxes. All right, so we have the chart that we just did. Now we need to figure out the payroll taxes. So you get your calculator out. And what you're going to do is you're taking a look to try to get Social Security, Medicare, unemployment, get this total set up. Okay. So on these first two right here that I'm clicking on, Social Security and Medicare, these first two come off this total earnings column. So you type in 3,179. You multiply that by 6.2% for Social Security, and you get a number that says 197.098. Remember, what do we got to do? Round to the nearest penny. 197.1. Medicare tax payable, 1.45%. You take 3,179 times 0.0145, you get 46.6 .0955, which rounded up to 4610. Okay. Now, unemployment, it comes out of this far column. The federal unemployment taxable earnings, this 1,439.50 times 0.008. Remember, 1/8%. And you get a number, it says 11.516, which means you have to round to 11.52. And then you take 1,439.50 times 0.054, and you get 77.733, which is $77.73. You add up all those numbers, and you come up with the number 330, 332.45. Do you guys get where we're getting these? Social Security and Medicare come from total earnings. Federal unemployment, state unemployment come from the federal unemployment, that taxable earnings column. Okay. And then lastly, now we pay this. They give us this. You have a chart of accounts here if you wanted to look at it to help you with your how to pay these payables, what goes under what label. That's nice. We can see everything. All right. So we're in the pay period. So this is May 15th. And the first one is payroll, taxes, expense. This is memo 46. And you're debiting 332.45. You're then writing all these different taxes: Social Security tax payable, Medicare tax payable, unemployment tax payable federal, unemployment tax payable state. It's just like they're listed there. And then you put those numbers in. Oops. Credit the payables, debit the expense. We figured out how much unemployment tax they had per employee. You get the total, then you multiply it by 5.4. 4.08. Okay. Are there any questions at all? Otherwise, you may